near my house. I've got the PaddleSki, the 437 PS in the back of the truck. It's fully inflated. And I've got something special today. I'm gonna be working on something that, you know, I've kind of been waiting for a while now. I guess ever since I got the PaddleSki, I've been wanting to do this exact thing. So, you know, I'm hoping to have this boat down when we go to the Outer Banks this summer on vacation. So now's the time to get it out. It's springtime, you know, water's warming up, temperature's good outside. Now's the best time to get out and try to get this thing figured out. So just stick with me, and you'll see what I got in store. All right, so here we have it. The Sea Eagle 437 PS PaddleSki. And what's that? Look, we finally have the Honda 5 horsepower on the back. Today, the main part of today, we will just go through the process of doing the initial break-in. This just has oil. We're gonna put the gas in it and we're gonna get on the water. I did bring my rods with me, so we may do some fishing, but the main purpose of today is to get that broken in right there. The plan is to use this when we go to the beach later this year, and to me it's going to be one of the perfect platforms. Of course, we're going to throw the other seat in there for red fishing, fishing some blinds, fishing docks, and just fishing some of the bridges down in the Outer Banks. So we're down here at our local lake. We're going to get this into the water and start the break-in process. Well, took the wheels back up to the truck real quick, and I've got the stand-up paddleboard paddle with me today. It was just easier instead of bringing, you know, a bigger paddle. Whew. So I'm gonna get out here just a little bit, and I will get this motor lowered into the water here and see if we can get it started. I'm going to vent the top, and all this is in the instructions that Honda gives you when you get this out. Okay, now I'm going to attach this. I'm not really going to be going all that fast because we're just doing the break-in period, but anytime I'm out here, I always want to have this this tether attached to me. There's a starting position on this motor, so I'm going to put it in that starting position. Move it over to the internal tank, and we'll see what we can do. Hey, I don't know how many times that was to get it started, but hey, for a brand new motor right out the box, that's not bad. And it's extremely quiet. It's a lot quieter than I thought it would be. Getting it started, step one. Next step is just to idle around for about 15 minutes. So we're not gonna go very fast. We just wanna get the motor loosely broke in. So let's try it. And this is at the very minimum. I'm not even twisting the throttle at all. This is just as soon as you put it in forward gear. So I'm gonna get out of this cove, and I'm gonna set a timer on my phone, and all I'm gonna do is essentially putt around 15 minutes, and then we'll move to the next step. And I'll bring out my phone and kind of go over everything that we have to do during this initial break-in process. I will say, while you're out here, I don't see it in too many videos, but not that people don't bring it out. But I always have a fire extinguisher with me, especially with a gas motor. You know, you never know when something bad can happen, even with a brand new motor. So every time I'm out here, and I want to say it's a requirement in a lot of states, but I do have a small fire extinguisher back here with me. And when I will bring someone else with me, I also have a throw cushion. So those are just a few things to think or to, I guess, present to you and to think about when you're out on the water, is all of the safety needs that you'll have to think about and, you know, kind of accommodate when you get out on the water. Well, we've got our timer going. I'll be back with you. Now, as we're going, look how beautiful it is out here today. No boats. I'm just out in the middle of the lake right now. I'm gonna jump into this other cove as I continue this 15-minute idle process. And like I said, we may get into some fishing later on, but the main purpose of today is just to get out and break this motor in as much as we can, just for a little bit. I don't have a whole lot of time today, but I just wanted to get out, show you how well it's working, show you the process from start to finish. Yes, I had already put the oil in the motor, but we put a little bit of gas in there, just enough to do this initial break-in period. I love these days where I could just get out and, you know, spend 30 minutes, an hour out on the water, do a little bit of fishing. You know, I'm a guy that if I'm in a kayak, if I'm in a boat, I'm going to have a rod and reel with me. That's just me. I can't float down a river without having a rod and reel, and I can't get out here on the lake without having one. So even during this break-in period, I have to have them with me. You know, I will say we're almost coming up to the 15-minute mark on our trolling speed for the initial break-in. And, you know, even though we're out here using a gas motor, I will say it is the Honda 5 horsepower is extremely quiet, you know, compared to some other motors. And look at what I get to look at while I'm just idling out here. I mean, any lake in general is just a peaceful place, and there's no telling what you'll see when you come out here. But I'm kind of just hugging the shorelines, taking a look at, you know, what all's out here. So, phase one, the 15-minute, let's see, run your outboard motor for 15 minutes at trolling speed. Hey, we did that, didn't have any issues. So now, for the next 45 minutes, we're gonna run the outboard at a maximum of 10 to 30% throttle. You know, I'm just gonna run it a little bit. I'm not going to, you know, say, okay, yeah, that's exactly 30, that's exactly 20, anything like that. I'm just gonna give it a little bit more throttle, set a timer for 45 minutes, and, you know, we'll continue our way out here. I know this lake, I know the places I can go, and, you know, like I said, there's no traffic out here today, so we're just gonna set the timer and see how far we can get. Now I'm in that 10 to 30% range, and just at that, gosh, this thing moves around pretty good. The only thing I've ever tested this on, motor-wise, has been the Bixby. You know, I've put my K1 on here, I've put the J2 on here, and it works really well, but you know, it does not have anything on a gas motor. But you know, hopefully in the next video, I am planning to use my Bixby on the front of this as a trolling motor. So, you know, the gas motor is definitely needed for your longer journeys, you know, to your fishing spots or just to get out. But you know, in my case, I'm gonna want to get out there and fish. You know, that's what I love to do. It's what my son loves to do. You know, we're a family that loves to fish. So, you know, I'm breaking this all in so that, you know, when it is time, we'll be able to get out here, fish, have everything set up, you know, to just troll different spots. yeah, we'll be using the pole steer, but you know, it's going to be a lot quieter than, you know, this gas powered motor. But it's so peaceful out here right now, just running the you know, running through the steps to get this motor broke in. Here's your Honda back there. Well, I took a break from the break-in period, and I just wanted to show you. Look at this. This is one of the things you're not going to get with a big boat and a giant motor. I mean, even boats this size may not even be able to go in this deep of water or this shallow of water. You can kind of hear some water going back there. I fished a little bit in here, caught one fish. I'm pretty much done with fishing for today. I plan on doing the rest of the 45-minute break-in period, which is the 10 to 30%. And that'll be it for today. I'll get the rest done off camera, and probably the next time you see me out here, we'll be able to go, gosh, a lot longer distances, and we'll be able to fish a little more. One of the nice things about this this motor and the paddle ski in general is the fact that I can get in super shallow water, start this thing, and get out. So let's try it. Well, that was easy enough. Put it in forwards, and I'm gonna get out of here. And I'm in a really shallow spot. Did a little bit of fishing in here, and ended up catching one bass at the mouth of this. No picture. But we'll have plenty of time for those. So let's see if I can get out of here now and continue on with my break-in. Before I get back out to the main lake, just kind of wanted to wrap everything up. You know, I've got about 15 minutes left in a portion of this break-in period. You know, I know I keep going over that, but you know, you can't just full throttle this motor whenever you feel like it. You know, anytime you get a brand new motor, you kind of have to go through the process that the manufacturer puts out there. You know, a lot of these things are fairly similar. This is the first time I've done one of these smaller Honda motors. It's always been a bigger motor on a bigger boat. But I will say this is not a hard process by any means. Just get out there, get used to the motor, get used to your paddle ski or whatever other type of watercraft you have out there, and just enjoy it. You know, make a day out of it. You know, bring someone with you if you want. Bring a few fishing rods like I did. You know, I didn't fish the entire time, but at least I went out. You know, I was able to run the motor some. I was able to fish some, and you know, we'll get out here some more. I'm going to continue this process, and we'll just enjoy time we're out here. So we are done with the 45-minute period. Now I'm getting ready to put the motor up. I'm getting ready to put the paddle ski up, but I'm gonna have to try the next thing. It says for the next 60 minutes, run the outboard at a maximum of 50 to 80% throttle. So you know I have to do that before I leave. I want to see how it feels. Let's try it. We're moving pretty good. So the next time I come out here, I am going to vary the speeds I have 50 to 80%, do that for about an hour, and then after that, about 8 hours of a maximum of 80% and kind of vary it, you know. So I'm not just gonna stay at 80% the entire 8 hours I'm out here, you know. Just next time I come out here, I'll probably do a lot more fishing, but I'll run the motor to get to my spots. But let's get after it again. Well, we're coming back in. That's it for today. I'm glad you had a chance to kind of come along and experience this initial break-in period just like I did. It's the first time I've done anything like this with a small motor. Just trying to get it ready for this summer. We can get out here and just enjoy our time out on the water. Thanks for watching.